Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Magic Ministries. I am Nina Diedrich, the Magic. We are here for our morning edition of, Ask a Scorpio Life. And today, the question that I got yesterday the most via email was, how can we recenter ourselves into our joy when things are going to just shit all over the place? Hello, babe. Good morning. I had a pretty rough morning this morning, so it seems like a pretty apt topic for today. So, obviously, I'm not the only one who started out on the wrong foot this morning. How can we recenter ourselves back into our joy? To answer that question for us today is the Affirmatory deck. And as always, if you have any other questions you would like to ask, please put them in capitals in the chat box, and I will either address them today during today's show or during another live broadcast this week. So, I am still going to probably be taking one day off a week, but I'm not sure exactly which day that's going to be yet. We have a lot of crap going on here trying to get ready for our move. So, kind of bear with the fact that it may not always be on time. But once we do get settled in New Orleans, things will be much better. So, how about we bring our question to the cards, huh? I think we're going to use the black deck. I also ordered 2 decks yesterday, and those will be coming probably tomorrow. So I'm super excited to feature those on probably Friday morning. Also, I will be doing oh my goodness, I have to fall on the floor. I will be doing sort of a free card Friday, where if you get into the chat, I will pull a card for you. Hello, Angelfish. So today we had these 2 fall out. The first one is Trust, our ever famous defensive wiener card, and Ideal Partnership. So as we're going through our processes, we are coming to the point now where we are starting to weed through those in our energetic vibration. We need to trust the fact that those leaving our lives right now are leaving our lives for a reason, because they're not vibrating on the same level as we are. And we need to stop trying to bring those people back into our environs, because they're the reason why we are staying stuck where we are. Okay? So, our reminders for today are, we trust that everything will be okay in the end. Partly because we simply know it in our gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener, right? Because we are a rare and precious find. And our brilliance will be reflected back to us when we are paired with a true match. Our ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. We deserve greatness because we are greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what we're looking for is also looking for us. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now, right? Thank you, as always, for showing up. And the bottom of the deck is the playfulness card. So, being a little bit more playful, trusting our environment, and realizing that our ideal partnerships are part of our lives already could help to center us back into that sense of joy, right? Discussing this in much more depth at the 9 a.m. Priestess Talk show. Today I'm early just because I have an appointment at 10 o'clock. So otherwise, normally it will be at 10 a.m. So our reminder from our Mary Poppins card is we are playful participants in our life, and we always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden, right? There's a reason that Mary Poppins puts sugar in the medicine, right? It's because that lady really knows how to party. Or is it just because, well, she realized the fact that sometimes adding a little sweetness makes that icky medicine go down a little bit better, right? And we seem to have a blue theme going on with our Affirmators card. So let's see if we get anything different out of the Love and Relationships deck. See if we stick to our blue cards or if we end up picking a different one. Don't forget, if you have a question, please put it in the chat box, and I will get to it before the end of the chat. Please put it in capitals, though, so I know it is not just a comment. And we get the appreciation card from the Love and Relationships deck. And this is definitely something that we need to be focusing more on, right? Everybody's always hammering about gratitude, but gratitude is just being thankful for something that you've already received. Appreciation is the knowledge that, well, all your wants and needs are met above and beyond your greatest expectation. Always. In all ways. Right? So, today, we're going to appreciate the unique ways other people show their love. And rather than compare their ways with our ways, we're going to appreciate ourselves for maturely putting up with people who just can't seem to show love the normal, obviously, universally accepted way. Good job to both of us, right? And we have continued our blue theme into the love deck. I know the color blue is calmness. So maybe that could be another key too. Breathe, right? When things start feeling all crazy, take 5 seconds and count to 10 and breathe until you feel like you're going to pass out. It works sometimes. Another. Oh, wait. We graduated to a violet card and grace. Ooh, I like that. So we are going to face disagreements with grace and flow through the ups and downs of our relationships without getting thrown off center. With grace, we're able to keep our cool, be our best self, and not resort to name calling, even when that crappy poo-poo face is being a douchey barf monster, right? Although, at this point, most of the douchey barf monsters have exited stage left, unless you've pulled them back through stage right. But if you followed the directions of this card, that's not the case. So we have a light green now, and boundaries. So this is probably having to do with our heart chakra. And are you loving yourself as much as you're loving other people? Right now, we're going to claim our right to set healthy boundaries, and we're going to allow others to do the same. And sometimes personal space is taken. Sometimes it's given. And sometimes, if you're on the subway, it's completely disregarded and shamelessly invaded. But I guess it comes, or I guess it depends on the day, right? And it also comes with the territory. Remember where you are when you're getting all pissed off about people invading your space. You're sitting on the subway and people are invading your space. Well, it's kind of true to form, right? You have a bajillion people crammed into a small environment. Well, that's what happens. But if you need to maintain your space, maybe you should drive the car instead. Life is about options, and we always have them. The only time we get stuck is when we tell other people that we don't. So what story are you telling? And what story are you listening to as well, from yourself and from other people? Because today we're activating our receptive side, and, well, we're going to become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives us the ability to not only hear the words others are saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need. Or, if I prefer, to dominate the planet. These cards are silly. But it is a good way to dominate your own planet, right? Okay, so what is our card from the family deck? It seems like nobody really has any questions. I always get them in the email, but nobody wants to put them in the chat box. So if you're interested in a personal reading, I am running a special right now for $22. Hit me up. And there's our card, or one of them anyways. And we get the flexibility ad lib, and we're continuing our violet streak. So remember, you are easygoing and always ready to follow the flow. And when plans change, as they often do when that one relative is around, we'll hop on board right away. And when someone asks something of us, which is often the case when you know who visits, I'll do it without a complaint. And later, in the quiet of my meditation corner, I'll silently call them all the names that I held inside while I was doing what I was doing. Right? It's a good one, huh, husband? All right, let's get one more. We'll see what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, there it is. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that was almost a disaster. All right, so here we go. And we get care. Ooh, I don't think we've got this card before. So we get a new one. And today, we're going to care about feelings, both our own and everyone else's. So we choose to use care when speaking to people, especially those with whom we share DNA or a bidet. Care means that we won't accidentally make anyone feel bad, which means we won't accidentally feel worse. And then no one will have to try and figure out what accidentally happened when we accidentally spoke, like accidental monsters, right? If we speak with care the first time around, then there's no need to apologize later, is there? Good morning, Fox Mama. It's good to see you. If you have a question for me this morning, please put it in capital letters in the chat box, and I will get to it in just a moment. So, the bottom of the family deck for today is variety. And we all know variety is the spice of life, right? That's why none of us are the same. If we were all the same, there wouldn't be any contrast, would there? And then, well, what will we have to learn? What doesn't work from? So, remember, variety is the spice of life, and it's time for us to sprinkle it on by the handful. Today, we tap into our inner life chef, and we're going to help our family shake things up. We might try a new activity, a different evening routine, maybe even an outside-of-the-box dinner. Or, if we really want to commit to trying something new, a still inside-of-the-box dinner. But you didn't see that coming, did you? And we seem to have graduated to the pink cards. All right. I think we had one more to get. Oh, no, that was the last one. Okay, so let's close this out with a Nature's Whisper card. Since it looks like nobody's got questions again today, I'll probably get another one in my email again. All right. What card do you have for us today? Ooh, we got 2 cards, I think. Yep. All right, we got 4 and the pause card. Ooh, I like that. I always love these cards. And it comes with the 24 card, which is be your best self always. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so 4 and 24, that's a 10. And completion. Ooh, I like that. 24. Okay, let's read 24 first, and then we'll go back and read pause. For some reason, this seahorse is calling me. Okay, so today, check in with yourself. How are you feeling at this moment? Are you being the person you aspire to be? Remember that you determine how you feel. You're constantly choosing to feel the way you feel, and it is understandable. We're all human, and there are times that we don't feel 100%. You drew this card to help you to remember to access the highest level of emotions now. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Do your utmost to achieve more, love more, and to be your best. Isn't that exactly what we're talking about today, right? Coming out of the shadow and back into the light where we belong, by remembering that is who and what we really are, right? And everybody has a bad day sometimes, and it's all right. So just take a little pause today, right? Take a moment to assess what is really going on at this time. You're holding on to control and not allowing many wonderful blessings to come into your life. Grant yourself an opportunity to get into the sunshine. You deserve to receive this new prospect. Resistance can create unnecessary blocks. Interference can be caused by a multitude of energies, including your own attitude, other people, the weather, and so on. So create the opportunity to regroup. And don't feel the need to fight what is happening. It's a waste of energy. Find something else to do and wait until there is a better flow to finish the task at hand. And the willingness to try something new is all that is needed to create something wonderful. I think that's really what this message is really trying to tell us. Take the risk to feel something more. And maybe in the letting go of all the things that feel bad, something really, really good will fill that hole. As long as you don't try to fill it yourself, you can manage to wait till the universe fills it for you. And then maybe you'll be sitting on the edge of your greatest adventure everywhere or ever, like we are. A cross-country move to New Orleans is pretty epic, and I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to see where this next chapter brings us. So, where's your next chapter going to bring you? Make sure you comment below. I love to answer your guys' questions. I also love to hear your guys' feedback. And if you have any videos that you want to see, hit me up. Let me know. I have nothing but time on my hands right now. So, those of you who are going to be tuning into our Priestess Talk, I will be back at 9 a.m. for that live stream. And for the rest of you, I will see you again tomorrow. And I love you beyond measure. Remember, be good. Be good to yourselves. But most of all, keep being good to each other. It's working. Bye, everybody.